Hello there. My name is Corey, and I'm a Star War.
And my name is Corey, and I am a Star War.
And my name is Jim, and I am a Star War.
And we are a Star War.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get a little quick intro and history of what's been happening lately.
What's the haps?
We should have recorded a couple of podcasts. Was it 3 weeks ago, fellas?
The best laid plans.
I don't remember.
You know?
We got together to record some episodes, and we didn't do any of that.
We certainly brought the equipment.
Yeah.
We brought the equipment. We watched the Acolyte 7 and 8.
We did
watched
the work.
A New
we
Hope.
did the work. We
We did.
watched
And then
the
we
shows.
watched 3 Godzilla movies, right?
Yeah.
We're starting a new podcast, by the way, called Disco Gira.
And then we ate a lot of steak and a lot of snacks.
Corey cooked picanha. It was
and
delicious.
Had a lot of beers and bourbon. Corey brought a lot of bourbon.
I don't drink.
Yeah. He doesn't. It makes him fall down. He
That and my shoes.
does not wear shoes.
So we apologize. And these episodes today are what we should have recorded a few weeks ago, but we were in a cabin in the mountains running all weekend, fellas. So we'll talk about the Acolyte episodes 5 through 8 today. Jimmy, do you got the
Lighter?
I have the lighter.
the descriptions there?
So we're doing 5 through 8.
Yeah, let's talk about
is that
5.
the split? All
Bring it
right.
on.
So
5, Acolyte.
episode 5 is called Night. And
Hell
the
yeah.
IMDb summary is, in a dense jungle, the Jedi are out to put to the test when they confront a rising darkness. That tells you a lot, doesn't it? They're put to the test.
Yeah.
You know what's always bad? A rising darkness.
If you hear that aggressive panting, that sweet little CJ, the Yorkshire Terrier, she's figured out how to get close to the microphone. She has a few thoughts to add to the Acolyte. She is the Acolyte.
She's
She loves the show.
the fourth mic now.
She needs a fourth mic.
All right. What's the description on the next one?
All right. We'll get back to the rising darkness.
Rising darkness. Nobody's ever like, oh, I heard there's a rising darkness coming. No
No.
one's ever happy about it.
No,
Always bad.
They're usually surprised by it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Episode 6 is called Teach Corrupt. On a distant island, unsettling questions about identity and destiny arise.
Is that where he shows her his dong?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I'm keeping up. I remember.
You saw that one?
2 more to go.
All right. Episode 7 is called Choice. This one's a long one. The summary simply says, a bitter truth is revealed.
That's where they were like, the Jedi killed all those people.
I still don't understand. Well, I've watched it 3 times now, and I still don't exactly understand how the hell Trinity killed all of them.
With her brain.
But, like, that's a new Jedi trick. Remote assassin. Mm-hmm. That's a lazy trick, because they could have been using that shit on Vader, on the Palpatine. If that's all it takes, just think real hard. Oh, look, Palp's dead.
And why didn't anybody know it after that? Yeah.
Right.
Or before.
And then episode 8 is simply titled The Acolyte. Past tragedies.
That's also the name of the show.
It is. Past tragedies are revisited in the light of a new truth, and a surprise choice leads the way to an uncertain future. The implication there being, will they get a second season?
Well, they left it like wide ass open, so they need to come back and answer some of those questions. Here's the thing I should have said up top too.
Do they?
This will probably be a fairly short episode because none of us have seen any of the show, and since we were in the cabin,
It's all right.
we had all seen episode 7. Corey stayed in the woods for a few nights before our vacation to the cabin in the woods, which is
By the way, it's 420, guys.
woo,
Happy birthday.
roll tide. So this may not be a super in-depth conversation, so we apologize, but these guys are probably just going to shit on it a lot anyway. So
I'm not. I'm not going to do that. I'm gonna focus on the things that I liked about it.
yeah,
I loved Manny Jacinto. He's my favorite thing that came out of that season.
Who's that?
He's the Khmer. He's the Sith apprentice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's
Bortles.
fantastic.
Bortles.
Yeah. Smilo Ren.
Good place. Yeah.
Yes, he was incredible. I liked some of the fight choreography. I liked seeing the Wookiee fight Jedi. Is that about it? That's about it.
Kalnaka.
Kalnaka.
Or Kelnicka. Kalnick.
He was shown cooking things over a fire. I enjoyed that part.
When he was cooking the porgs.
I like him eating food off a campfire.
His bald head kind of creeped me out.
Basically, camping is my whole personality now. So I
you an
only like it when
outdoorsman?
Jedis go camping.
I started this morning to text y'all. I'd gotten up to go to the kitchen to get some coffee. And I was like, Corey didn't respond to our text thread last night, and he hadn't responded this morning. I was like, I started to text y'all and say, this motherfucker out in the woods. But by the time I came back to my office with my coffee, we had gotten a response.
See.
I thought you were in the woods for real.
I was mentally in the woods.
Sure. We did talk about it a lot. That this isn't our favorite Star Wars show. I think I like it overall better than you guys did.
Let me just ask. Okay, so there's a pair of twins.
Yeah.
There's some witches
Yeah.
that live on a planet everyone thinks is dead.
Yeah.
So they go out there and create a pair of twins somehow. They never said how, right?
Right.
And then they have the Force or whatever these witches are doing that taps them into the Force, got the kids, and one of the kids is like, I love being a witch, and the other one's like, let a Jedi show up and I'm signing up. The minute I meet a Jedi, I'm off of this.
Like no questions
rock.
asked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Jedi show up and they're like, me, take me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then something happens, all the witches are dead.
Mm-hmm.
We think the bad twin is dead.
Right.
The good twin goes and tries to be a Jedi and fails at it.
Right.
And then the bad twin isn't dead and starts killing those Jedis that killed all the witches.
Yes.
And
The Four Jedi, yeah.
with the help of Smilo Ren.
Yes.
Darth Portals.
And then at some point the bad twin is like, I don't want to be bad, and just stops. But then the good twin,
She doesn't just stop. She sends out an Instagram. She does a post. She hires a skywriter. She's like, I'm good.
yeah.
You know what? I'm just good.
And then the other one is like, I guess I'm going with him, and I'm the Acolyte now. I'm the
Right.
Lord of the...
Because she put on that helmet for like 30 seconds.
And then they found out that it was not her. The bad twin wasn't the one that killed
Well, the bad twin did start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
Marilyn Monroe.
I thought the reveal was going to be that May started the fire, but it got out of hand and it set off a reactor, whatever power reactor was inside the facility, and that blast, killed everybody. I thought it was going to be a misunderstanding, but instead it was like Saul killed Mom, and then Trinity...
Because he stabbed a mist with his lightsaber, but it was her witchy
And
mist.
if you go back and you watch it, he has no idea, which is a failing on the Jedi's part for not teaching him what the hell these witches can do with their power. Because apparently that moving that way is something that the witches of Dathomir could do, the Night Sisters could do. And so she is responding to May running up and saying, Osha's in trouble, right? And so she wants to get there quickly. And then Saul is afraid that they're going to try to take the girls and hurt the girls. And meanwhile, Mom is turning into this, cloud of evil mist. And, he does the only thing available to him at the time was kill her.
Yeah.
There was no in between. There was no wait, follow her. There was no throw a tracking device in the mist. It was just straight up, let's stab and kill.
So at the end of this, what have we know that there is a Sith because we saw him in a cave or something for a second.
Darth Plagueis.
Apparently this planet was obliterated by whatever event occurred during the High Republic books that they launched. Some light speed accident destroyed this planet, and now there's life and abundance of life on this planet, and the Jedi suspect that it's being caused by a Virgins in the Force. That's why Sidious or Plagueis is there. And so I don't know, it's just a little much. But the Jedis were totally moronic.
Well, not just moronic. They're
like evil.
They were bad. They
They're
were
bad.
corrupted.
They're corrupt. So, Star Wars.
But Yoda is in charge of them at the time. We learn at the end.
Yeah.
Like, here's Captain Yoda still running things. Bortles is dead.
Nope.
No, Bortles is fine.
He's going off to train
May
OSHA now.
May is dead.
May got mind wiped, and now she's hanging out with the Jedi. And the Jedi, your favorite character, the Green Lady. The Green Lady is trying to figure out
Vernestra.
what she knows. Vernestra.
She went to talk to Yoda.
Guess I don't know.
So the whole time, OSHA, or not the whole time, for the last 30 seconds, OSHA is the Acolyte.
Got it.
Instead of May now.
Not Frodo. She is the Acolyte.
She is the Acolyte.
So I guess
Is she checking in?
I guess what I'm saying is, remember when we were like, why do they keep making all these shows that have to do with the Skywalker saga and they're all around the trilogies and the trilogies and the trilogies, and why don't they make something new that's totally different? It's a whole universe. Well, now they have, and this is as close as they have, and I'm just like, oh, because I don't care. The whole time, the only thing I care about is like, oh, so that's the dude that teaches Sidious how to be Sidious? Okay. I guess that's neat that he peeked out of a rock like a frog in one shot. And Yoda's alive. Great. Where's Maz Kanata? She's 1,000 years old too.
Right. I don't know.
I just didn't.
I wanted to like it. I
just want to like move the world forward, and I just want the world that I know to move forward. And this is not doing that for me. It's just like here's this thing that happened one time where these people fucked up. Cool.
It is a little weird now that it besides the Plagueis tie-in, like it's...
That felt like an add-on at the very end, by the way.
Yeah.
That shit that wasn't in the story, that wasn't in the script. That was a 3-second CGI shot that they tacked on at the end.
I was real excited to see
probably one
something.
dude sitting at his computer. He's like, look what I made. Y'all don't want to use this? It's free. I already did it.
I already did it. You already paid me.
You want to just put it in there? You can.
I was excited to see something that was outside of the world of Star Wars that we really knew about, or we didn't know about before. But I don't know. I didn't dislike it as much as you guys did, because I was just like, hey, look, it's some Jedi. And
once I realized that it wasn't David Fincher's version of a Star Wars story, which is what I was hoping for, and that it was a live action young adult novel, then I was like, oh, okay, I've tempered my expectations. There's some fun performances, some incredible choreography.
Yeah.
Manny Jacinto, I'd love to see more of him, but
like they have to do a second season.
they really should. I mean, they don't have to do a damn thing, but
I mean, it's set up to do it. They might as well. I don't know what else they're doing.
I don't know.
What else
They can make a movie. What are they doing?
They're fixing to shoot The Mandalorian and Grogu.
Please tell me that's not the title.
I think that's just probably the working title.
I mean, I would rather the working title be Shoebox.
That's the movie.
Yeah.
And then there's an Ahsoka show.
There's a second season of Ahsoka.
I say they're fixing to shoot that. Are they shooting Fantastic Four yet?
I have no idea.
Because I read a thing last week that said that like most of the sets were built, or the practical sets they were going to build were built.
Pedro Pascal is only on the set like once a week
That's true.
for Mandalorian.
Yeah.
True. You right.
Voiceovers.
I don't be knowing.
They used to say that he was
I
in the
can bring
suit.
you in cold.
Yeah, they used to say he was in the suit, and then I think it came out this last time he was like, I wasn't really in there this year. That was somebody else.
Right, because he was off shooting The Last of Us.
True. Yeah, I mean, it was an okay Star Wars. It's not the best Star Wars.
They're making a
I'll
Daisy
watch-
Ridley movie too.
They are, and I have high hopes for that because she's great.
Can't get worse
No.
on that end of the story.
Right?
Do you think they'll redeem themselves?
No.
Somehow Luke returned. Oh, look, here's Leia. She fine.
Han got burnt in half with a lightsaber, but
They didn't stop Darth Maul.
that's true. Well, Han didn't get burned in half either.
He did get blown up on the planet.
He got it through his gut, but
Burned in half.
he didn't get chopped in two.
All right, so are you guys at all excited about Skull and Crossbones or whatever the hell this new one's called?
Skeleton Crew.
Yeah, that shit.
There's supposed to be a teaser out
Does that
tomorrow.
have Jude Law in it?
Yeah, it's Jude Law. Have you seen some of the pictures?
No. Is it great? Are you excited? Is it about clone troopers? What's it about?
About
So
kids.
it's about kids, and it's about it takes place. Correct me if I'm wrong. It takes place after Return of the Jedi, right?
I think so, yeah.
It takes place kind of at the same time as Mandalorian. Maybe it's in that same era.
Sure.
If you watched any of the Bad Batch, the Empire loved to steal kids, probably more so than the Jedi did. Because they were obsessed with turning Force-sensitive kids into soldiers and whatever. And that was kind of the, plot of this final season of Bad Batch. And it would make sense if there are these institutions or these facilities all over the galaxy where the Empire has held kids and there's somebody trying to save them. I have no idea if that's what the story's about, but
I have no clue.
I mean,
I know there's
somebody said
it's a
they're going
cast of
for
kids.
Goonies meets Star Wars. I'm here for that.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
All right.
I'll watch that. But then again, I'm the one that was thinking that Acolyte was going to be 7, the 7 version of Star Wars. And,
Yeah.
By the time
and it
this
wasn't.
episode actually gets edited and put out, the Skeleton Crew teaser will probably have been out for like 3 weeks. Maybe 4 weeks, because I'm real slow to get around to editing.
Goodness.
Because it comes out tomorrow, right?
So,
Alright.
I think
Acolyte,
so, yeah.
Yeah. Thumbs up.
thumbs up.
Yeah, I'll give it a
It's
thumbs
Star
up.
Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine.
It's
I have to come to the
it's better
realization
than not having a Star Wars.
that I'm just not. There's going to be a lot more Star Wars in our lives going forward, and I'm not going to like all of it. That's fine. Some of it I'm going to love.
What was the last Star Wars that you loved? Like, loved. Got excited about?
There were parts of Ahsoka that was badass. I love that show. There were parts of Obi-Wan. Like, I can find things in all of these that I love.
How about you, Sideburns?
I just didn't find anything I loved in that.
I was about to say like that, both of those and Kenobi, like I loved all that shit. Now, the last season of Mandalorian was not the greatest, but it's
I
still
actually
better
enjoyed it.
than-
I rewatched it recently, and I enjoyed it more the second time.
I mean, it's better than the Acolyte.
Yeah, yes, by a long shot. And it also
show's so fucking good.
hosts the best episode of Star Trek ever.
with Jack Black.
The Jack Black episode is the straight up Star Trek episode.
People be shitting on that, but I love it.
It's good. It's fun. You get Christopher Lloyd in that episode. That was good times.
I'll take it.
And we got, anytime I get to see live action battle droids and the big sentinels that look like the what are they called from Battlestar Galactica?
I never saw that.
You never did. Wow.
Zords.
Yeah, the Zords.
Those things.
Megazords.
That's a bigger one.
Ultra Megazords.
So I don't think we have much left to talk about.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Like, it was fine. Obviously, if you like the Star Wars, you should see it. And I hope you didn't come here for some real in-depth conversations and hope to learn anything new, because that's never what we do on this show.
No.
There are a million other Star Wars podcasts for that very thing.
Analytical insight is not what we're offering you.
This is the part where we make you feel bad for listening to us.
No, we're telling you that we're happy. You're
Yeah,
just
I'm
part of
glad
our
Star Wars
conversation.
exists, and if you're listening, I'm glad you're listening.
And there's CJ.
Oh, and I just stepped on my dog. Sorry, Graham.
CJ just snarfed into the mic, and Jim just stepped on his dog, whose nuts he just had removed this
Yeah,
morning.
he's got the cone of shame, and his little Velcro cone is stuck to my sock.
Well, I think that's it, y'all. We appreciate y'all listening. You can follow us on Instagram and Threads at We Are a Star War. You can follow our network of fellow podcasters at thealabamatake.com. There's weekly podcasts from couple of different sports podcasts, book podcasts, TV podcasts,
Wrestling podcast.
wrestling podcast that I co-host with my buddy Patrick. And you can get t-shirts at tpublic.com. Just search for The Alabama Take. Our shirts are under the Alabama Take store. And tell a friend about us if you haven't already. We would appreciate you sharing us with a friend.
I've already told my friends, but they're sitting at the table.
Word.
Yep. And I guess that's it for us. May the Force be with you.
Ciao.